We're going to Singapore! Check in before the flight with my mommy and my friend to enjoy the trip. Our arrival at Singapore. Our first stop at Waterby.
Fire extinguishers are located at designated marked locations inside the cabin. Smoking is not permitted on board the boat. Please do not throw any rubbish into the river. Please approach our crew members if you require any assistance. Thank you for cruising with Waterby. We wish you a pleasant journey. Welcome.
Hi guys! We're riding the boat.
Disgorging their cargo, the lifeblood of Singapore's trade. The buildings along most of the quay were mostly godowns, where the cargo would have been stored. The shop houses were 2 to 3 floors high. Typically, the ground floors would have been reserved for the shops and trading offices, with the upper floors serving as housing for working-class families and coolies. Living conditions were not luxurious, but living near your workplace had some advantages. Named after Singapore's second governor, Sir Andrew Clark, Clarke Quay is considered a historically significant area, and plans were put in place to preserve its architectural character around the time of the Singapore River cleanup in the 1980s. It reopened in late 1993 as Clarke Quay Festival Village. At that time, it was Singapore's most ambitious conservation project, costing over 180 million Singapore dollars. It won the Best ASEAN Conservation Effort Award at the 8th ASEAN Tourism Association Awards. First built in 1840, the original Coleman Bridge was only the second bridge across the river. It was designed by and named after G.D. Coleman, the first superintendent of public works, who also designed the first government house at Fort Canning Hill, the Armenian Church, and the former Parliament House. This is not the original bridge, which was rebuilt in 1865 and again in 1886. The current structure, modeled after the 1886 bridge, was built between 1986 and 1991 to accommodate greater traffic flow. Singapore's first bridge, built in 1819, stood at the current site of Elgin Bridge. Elgin Bridge was built with the purpose of connecting the Indian community in the north and the Chinese community in the south, and was named after Lord Elgin, Viceroy in India, in 1862.
Thank you, sir. Sorry for the inconvenience.
On the left side, this is a Yes, yes, yes.
A vital part of Singapore from the earliest colonial days, Boat Quay was, for over a century, the backbone of trade. This was where thousands of bumboats delivered their precious cargo, where enterprising traders and businessmen congregated, and where fortunes were made. Just opposite the spot where Sir Stamford Raffles, founder of modern Singapore, first landed, this area has remained vital throughout Singapore's history. Most of the businesses were confined to the south bank of the river, with the north bank reserved for government purposes. There is a good reason for that. At its widest point, the south bank swells to resemble the belly of a carp, an auspicious creature to the Chinese. With leading banks vying for space and aerial dominance in this financial district, you'll find two of the tallest buildings in Singapore in the vicinity, UOB Plaza 1 and 1 Raffles Place, both 280 meters tall. 1 Raffles Place, originally OUB Centre, was, at the time of its completion in 1986, the world's tallest building outside North America. In the 1980s, with the river cleanup well underway, it was decided to preserve the historic charms of Boat Quay's go-downs and shophouses. Today, it is a popular spot for food, recreation and pubbing, especially for those who work in the area, now primarily white-collar professionals. Lions were ever found here, and that Sang Nila Utama saw a tiger, or perhaps an Asian golden cat, a medium-sized wildcat.
Gardens by the Bay for the first stop. Exploring Gardens by the Bay. Excuse the gap. And for my next video, I will be posting my second day in Singapore. Thank you for watching. God bless.
This rentable event space is named after the silvery-colored plants growing on and around its 3 super trees. Look left into the distance ahead, and you will notice another 3 super trees. Can you see a spout on top of one of them?
No.
Super trees have many functions, one of which is to expel hot air from the conservatories. We will visit more of them at the Super Tree Grove later on our tour. Catch a glimpse of the Dragonfly Lake on the right. There is a 440-meter boardwalk beside to stroll or jog along. The Marina Reservoir and 2 lakes surround Bay South, providing irrigation for plants and a cool respite for visitors. The reed bed to your right acts as a natural eco-filter to cleanse water from rain runoff. The reeds help improve the lake's water quality by absorbing excess nitrogen and phosphorus.
Cloud forest, flowerland, Paradise by the Bay.
You are now entering the Heritage Gardens, which showcases the plants that occupy a special place in the history and culture of Singapore's main ethnic groups. Welcome to the Indian Garden. Can you spot the national tree of India here? It's right in the middle of the Indian Garden, the banyan tree, also called the Bengal fig. With its tangle of roots and branches, the banyan symbolizes eternal life for Hindus. Plants, and especially trees, have huge cultural and religious significance for the Indians. In front of you, a circular opening in the wall welcomes you into the Chinese garden. This is called a moon gate, a feature found in traditional Chinese gardens, and represents a full moon. For the Chinese, a garden is a reproduction of the natural environment. That's why features like ponds and boulders are common in classical Chinese gardens. A rock represents a mountain, and water stands for rivers and waterfalls. You are entering the Malay Garden, a third of the heritage gardens. The timber structure coming up on the right is an example of a traditional village residence known as a kampong house. There are many food plants here used by the Malays, such as pandan and the breadfruit tree on your right. Check out the mighty super trees on your left. You'll see the 22-meter-high OCBC Skyway suspended from the taller super trees. This aerial walkway offers a panoramic view of Bay South and the surrounding Marina Bay area. Vertical gardens of epiphytes and flowering climbers adorn the trunks of the super trees. At night, special light and sound effects turn the super tree grove into an unmissable spectacle. The last of the heritage gardens is a horticultural representation of Singapore's colonial past. The frangipani, with its white flowers, were chosen to match the black and white houses of the early British planters in Singapore. Important cash crops they brought in the 1800s are featured here. To the right are the Brazilian rubber tree and the African oil palm. You are now leaving the Heritage Gardens, one of the two themed gardens at Bay South. We hope you've enjoyed learning about Singapore's culture and heritage through the plants you have just seen. You are approaching a stupendous white baby sculpture called Planet by British artist Mark Quinn. The sculpture's surroundings reflect the white theme of the colonial garden. It is the most significant of the many sculptures around the gardens, which include water buffaloes, horses, and dragonflies. Behold the complex forest towering in front of you. This is the Super Tree Grove, one of the distinctive icons of Bay South. Every super tree is a vertical garden rising from 25 to 50 meters high. These trees draw inspiration from the dominant trees of our rainforests that cannot grow to such heights in our urban environment. The tallest super tree is as high as a 16-story building. These green giants perform the functions of real trees, such as absorbing heat and harnessing solar energy via solar panels atop their canopies. This energy is sufficient to light up the trees at night. They also collect and store rainwater, which is used to irrigate the plants that grow on their trunks. Look up to the left. The tallest super tree houses the Indochine Bistro at the top, offering a dramatic eating experience 50 meters in the air. After your ride, be sure to visit the OCBC Skyway. The bridge hangs from the super trees 22 meters in the air, offering a dazzling view of the gardens and surrounding marina area. Down below, the Super Tree dining area to your right serves various local and international delicacies. After your meal, at 7:45 and 8:45 p.m. every evening, The Super Tree Grove serves an audio-visual treat. The Garden Rhapsody, a spectacular light and sound show that will captivate your senses. The garden's open grounds, such as the circular lawn to your right, are perfect for a picnic. This area is shaded by a grove of rain trees, such as the ones which have been growing here before the construction of the gardens. Look up to your left and you will notice a giant raised structure. This holds the World of Plants garden, which we will visit later. Bay South is built on reclaimed land, which is flat. These raised gardens give variety to the landscape and different levels where visitors can enjoy the gardens. Coming up to the left are two giant fish tanks built right into the wall. Each tank contains large ornamental fishes, reflecting the popular hobby of aquarium keeping in Singapore. The main residents are the carnivorous arowana, which are native to the tropics. These long-lived fish are known for their fierce nature and reputed to bring good luck to their owners. Another fish that symbolizes good luck is the carp, or koi, to your right. These energetic fish provide a burst of color and vibrancy along this walkway. Because the koi fish is believed to bring prosperity, keeping and breeding them is quite popular in Singapore. Observe the palm trees coming up ahead, and you will spot something strange. Most palms have a single trunk, but these mutated trees have 2, and even 3 trunks, rarities in the plant world. You are now heading to the world of plants. Try to imagine a world without plants. It's impossible. Without plants, there would be no life on the planet. 6 gardens in the world of plants ahead of us focus on the role of plants in our ecosystem. Do you know which were the first plants that colonized the surface of the Earth? In the Discovery Garden, you'll learn how plant life began. Ferns and mosses were the first plants that appeared on land 500 million years ago. If you see what looks like tree trunks lying on the ground, they are actually petrified wood, ancient trees fossilized through time. The topiary sculptures in front depict the native animals of the rainforest, such as the orangutan, rhinoceros beetle, and hornbill. Topiary sculptures require constant pruning to maintain their form. These sculptures are made out of the curtain fig. The animals showcased here are closely linked to the flowering, fruiting, and dispersal of the fig. This is the Fruits and Flowers Garden. Pollinated flowers develop into fruits with seeds. The fruits of the cannonball trees on your left and right expel their seeds when they explode on impact, giving the tree its name. Plants and trees also reproduce by dispersing seeds through wind, water, or animals. Not all plants require direct sunlight to flourish. Explore the dark side of the rainforest in the understory garden. Organisms on the forest floor have found ways to survive under low-light conditions. Fungi, like the mushroom sculptures you see on your right, help to break up fallen leaves and twigs into rich nutrients for vegetation. You are entering the world of palms garden. Palm trees are important components of the rainforest, filling its mid and lower strata and providing food to birds and animals. Rattan is used for furniture, and car wax is made from a Brazilian palm, canoba. Look to your right behind the palm trees, and you will see the Energy Center, a marvel of sustainable energy. Tons of horticultural waste collected from parks every day is burned to power turbines that help cool the flower dome and cloud forest. at the Secret Life of Trees garden, learn all about trees and their wondrous forms. On your left and right, the leaves of the snowflake trees resemble the lattice structure of a snowflake. Baobabs, which you can see in the flower dome later, are nicknamed overturned trees because their branches look like roots growing into the air. And look out for the thorny trunks of the kapok trees on your right. We are now making a stop at the canopy once again. Do get off here to visit the two cooled conservatories, which hold a truly global kingdom of plants. They come from every continent except Antarctica. You are now making your way back to the Golden Garden.
Thank you.
Right, now to go to the flower room and club for us. Give me a light here. Now I bring you back to the starting point.
Gusto mo daw tumigil. Pwede ka nang bumaba dito para pumunta sa flower dome.
At papapalit tayo.
Doon na tayo sa